Good evening and welcome to the Brunswick Beat. I'm Rachel Johnson.
And I'm Stacey Manning. In tonight's top news story, 3 local homes were destroyed in 3 separate fires during the weekend. One of them was a 2-story home that had withstood the elements for more than 250 years. The first fire was reported around 6:10 p.m. Friday, February 1st, near the intersection of Oxpen and Boone's Neck Roads in Supply. The fire destroyed an uninhabited home on a Century farm. While firefighters were still on the scene, a second fire was reported at 4752 Tolson Circle in Charlotte. That home was severely damaged, but no one was injured. A third fire was reported on Saturday at 3:20 p.m. on Ocean Highway East in Winnebago. The homeowner was burning debris when the fire got out of control and reached the home. The homeowner was taken to the hospital and 2 firefighters sustained minor injuries. The home was a total loss. All 3 fires are under investigation. Leland's Charter Day School could have a sister school in Brunswick County by 2014. Roger Bacon Academy, the management company for Charter Day School, had an informational meeting Tuesday evening at the Board of Realtors building in Supply. Officials wanted community feedback about a charter school that could be set up in the Southport, Bolivia, or Supply area. The next step would be completing an application. The application would be reviewed by the State Charter School Office, then the State Board of Education in June. A South Brunswick charter school would replicate the curriculum and facility plans used for the Leland and Whiteville similar schools.
State Senator Bill Rabin said there is a Big 5 list of items to help the economy that should be addressed in the new session of the General Assembly. He wants focus on education, infrastructure, transportation, energy, regulatory reform, and tax reform. His goals are major revenue reform and a fair tax program for the state. Rabin believes regulatory reform will have a positive effect on the county. Rabin said tax reform is also needed to make North Carolina a more business-friendly state to create jobs.
At least 2 of the state's yellow IMAC trucks will help ease congestion on the Eagles Island Causeway this summer. At the Leland Budget Workshop February 1st, Town Manager David Hollis announced NCDOT has approved bringing IMAC vehicles to the area to keep traffic flowing on the causeway. They'll focus their efforts around Leland and the Cape Fear Memorial Bridge. Trained NCDOT personnel can assist stranded motorists, clear the roadway, and provide temporary traffic control. IMAC trucks can clear travel lanes of disabled vehicles with push bumpers and winches. They are equipped with traffic control devices like lighted arrow boards and other warning lights and sirens. They also carry gasoline tanks, jumper cables, jacks, and tools to aid motorists.
North Carolina Highway Patrol is seeking information about a wreck that killed a man Monday. Around 10:15 p.m. on February 4th, a moped driver was killed while traveling on US 7476 in Brunswick County. Mark Mooring, 38 of Wilmington, was about a mile from the Cape Fear Memorial Bridge when he lost control of his moped. There is a possibility the moped collided with the back of a tractor-trailer. Highway Patrol is looking for a box-type tractor-trailer traveling westbound on US 7476 about a mile from the Cape Fear Memorial Bridge shortly before 10:15 p.m. on Monday. Anyone with information is asked to call the North Carolina Highway Patrol at 395-3917.
Superior Court Judge Ola Lewis gave 10 new graduates of the treatment court she founded some advice on their last day in the program. She told them to put their shoulders to the wheel. Lewis told graduates if they want to be successful, the treatment court is there to help them and to be a safety net. The graduates came from drug treatment court, DWI court, and mental health court. Assistant District Attorney Chris Thomas presented graduates with their diplomas. He told them they had reached the end of their programs, but encouraged them to not let it be the end of their recovery.
A 79-year-old Sunset Beach woman has been bilked out of more than $1,500. Sunset Beach Police Detective Joe Smith said the woman initially responded to an email telling her she had won $950,000 in a new car. The rest of her communication with the perpetrators was by phone. Callers told her she had to send money to receive her prizes. Smith said people should be aware if they legitimately win something, it should not cost them a dime to collect a prize. He also advises against sending money to anyone you don't know. Smith says people should call local law enforcement when they have questions. He also advises caution when you receive email from anyone you don't know.
Brunswick County's unemployment rate increased a full percentage point from November to December, hitting 11.3%, but the county remained less than its December 2011 unemployment rate of 12.4%. The unemployment rate rose for the second straight month after dropping in October to a 3-year low of 9.5%. November's unemployment rate was 10.3%.
For one victim of a recent crime in Ocean Isle Beach, it's about a person's livelihood. The victim is offering a $1,000 reward for the return of his property. On Monday, February 4th, an Ocean Isle Beach-based builder reported a break-in and entering to a utility trailer on a construction site on West 3rd Street. The suspects took more than $8,000 worth of equipment. Anyone with information should contact Detective Brian Higgins with the Ocean Isle Beach Police Department at 579-4221 or by text message at 397-5051. Find all these stories and much more inside this week's Beacon, available on newsstands now.
And now let's catch up with Beacon Advertising Representative Jim Cochran and see what the weather looks like this week.
Thanks, Stacy. It looks like temperatures are going to warm up a bit this week. On Thursday and Friday, temperatures will be in the low 60s, but there is a chance of rain and clouds on both days. This weekend will be mild with highs around the 60s. There's going to be a great kickoff to the new week, and by Tuesday, temperatures could reach near 70. It won't last long, though. With the chance of rain Monday through Wednesday, temperatures will be back down in the mid-50s by next Wednesday. If you're heading out to the water, it's going to be pretty flat with ankle to knee-high surf most of the week into the weekend with the exception of Friday. Friday, we're looking at clean knee to waist-high sets with a mix of south-southwest short period wind swell with the occasional stomach-high sets until noon. Then we will see a decrease in size, so enjoy the Friday morning dawn patrol, but you will need that wetsuit, booties, and gloves if you want to stay warm. Water temperatures will be around 54 degrees. Now let's take a look at the tide charts. Now let's get back to Rachel and see what's happening in area sports. And remember, stay classy, Brunswick County.
Thanks, Jim. Welcome to the Beacon Sports Report. On January 29th, the West Brunswick High School Trojans held the Scorpions to 22 first-half points on their way to a 60-52-point triumph. The win vaulted West into a first-place tie with North Brunswick and South Columbus in the Waccamaw 2A-3A Conference. With the victory, the Trojans also secured a regular season sweep of their cross-county rivals. The Lady Trojans picked up their first conference win and broke an 11-game losing streak in a game dedicated to Coach Mark Jones's late brother Kyle Jones. The Lady Trojans beat North Brunswick 48-41 in overtime. The game was the first one Mark Jones has coached since the unexpected loss of his brother Kyle on January 14th. "This one was for my brother," Mark said as tears filled his eyes. The West Brunswick High School Athletic Booster Club Reverse Raffle Banquet is 6 p.m. March 9th in the school cafeteria. The top prize is $5,000. Secondary prizes are $250. Tickets cost $100 and it omits 2 first-steak dinner. The money raised will be used to support West Athletics, buy uniforms, and make facility improvements. To purchase tickets, contact John Floyd at 754-4338. Find all these stories and more great photos inside this week's sports section of the Beacon.
Well, hi once again, Trish.
Hey, Laura.
Who have you got here today?
This is Mia. She's a 2-year-old Blue Point Siamese mix. She has the most gorgeous, deep blue eyes. They're so dark blue, they're almost purple.
Oh, she's beautiful.
She's extremely friendly. She's about 2 years old. She's been spayed. She's up to date on all of her shots. And she is, she has that one Siamese characteristic. She loves to talk to you.
She does, because I was back here talking with her just a while ago. She's very sweet too. Has a very, she's very good natured.
Yeah, she is. She's a good kitten. And, well, cat, 2-year-old. She's not a kitten anymore. She thinks she is. She loves to run up and down the hall and escape and play, and she loves toys. She's not crazy about other cats yet, but I think she'll get used to them.
All right. So she could go to a home where there are other cats.
Maybe one other cat, and she would get used to it.
All right. Well, Mia is a beautiful girl, and she's here at Cattails, of course. You can come and visit with the cats and the kittens here at Cattails. They're open on Wednesdays from 11 to 1.
And we're open on Saturdays and Sundays from 11 to 3. We're also at PetSmart in Wilmington on New Center Drive.
Okay.
On Friday evenings and all day on Saturday.
All right, so come and find your forever furry cat friend here at Cattails. Thank you, Trish.
Thanks, Laura.
Thanks, Mia.
Bright and early most Sunday mornings, 4 generations of the Chestnut family are usually busy making music. Great-grandmother Connie Chestnut is the oldest member of Concord United Methodist Church. She sings alto with the choir inside the church sanctuary and supply. Her daughter, Layla Holden, is at the piano. Granddaughter Laura Royal directs the choir, and great-granddaughter Olivia Royal sings too. More about this historic church, as well as pictures of the people who go there, are featured in this week's Beacon.
In just an hour on Friday, February 1st, 4 walls of what will be a workforce affordable home were installed in Bolivia. A celebration took place as a result of a partnership between Brunswick Housing Opportunities and 22nd Century Builders. The home is the first of its kind built in Brunswick County. For more about the home, find the complete story in the town section of this week's Beacon.
Members of Soldier Bay Baptist Church in Ash are stirring up a stew Saturday, February 9th with their second annual fundraiser from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. The church is on Highway 130 at Longwood Road. Orrin Nicely, a local award-winning Brunswick stew chef, will prepare stew. It's available for takeout by the quart or by the bowl with hush puppies and a drink. The church is at 3905 Whiteville Road, about 9 miles northwest of Charlotte. For more information, call Pastor Charles Smith at 287-3425 or 470-5815.
Internationally renowned drummer Tommy Igoe and his Birdland Big Band are bringing Live at Birdland to Brunswick County Monday night, February 11th. Doors open at 7 p.m. for the 7:30 p.m. performance at Odell Williamson Auditorium at Brunswick Community College. Tickets are $27 for adults, $25 for students and seniors 65 and older, and $10 for children ages 12 and younger. Call the box office at 755-7416 or log on to bccowa.com.
Art and Wine and Chocolate Pairings will celebrate the season February 16th with the opening of the Sweetheart Girls Art Show at Silver Coast Winery. The show debuts 2 to 5 p.m. in the Winery Gallery. It showcases the work of 5 area artists, Maria Del Carmen, Sandra D. Nicholson, Ann Rhodes, Sherilyn Barrio, and Gabriella Lynch. Wine and chocolate pairings are at noon, 1:30, 3 p.m., and 4 p.m. For more information, visit silvercoastwinery.com or call 287-2800.
On Saturday, February 9th, the Civitan Fire Station will transform into a pro wrestling ring as Dirty South Championship Wrestling invades the station with Midnight Mayhem. The event features matches between Charlie Dreamer and WCW star George South, Big Wood versus Muscle Shoals, and Zane Dawson versus Dave Dawson, along with many more. Action begins at 7:30 p.m. Tickets are $8 each, and children younger than 10 are admitted for free. Tickets are available by calling the Civitan Fire Station at 754-8392. Proceeds benefit fire victims in Brunswick County.
That's all the time we have for tonight, but you can read all these stories and much more in this week's Beacon. If you have comments or suggestions for us at Brunswick Beat, you can email us at brunswickbeat@brunswickbeacon.com. Don't forget to follow the Beacon on Facebook and Twitter. Just search for Brunswick Beacon.
Thank you for joining us, and don't forget to tune in next week for a brand new edition of Brunswick Beat, Brunswick County's only television news show. We close out this week's show with images from the Brunswick County Literacy Council's recent fundraiser featuring Mike's Garage Band.